Okay, for number 10, we're looking at a population of birds. It started with 20 birds, and it doubles every 10 years. So you can see these graphs aren't very accurate. We're not getting too precise here. There's no like grid or anything like that. We're just kind of looking for a rough sketch to represent this scenario. So I would say the best place to start is with the word doubles. Because as we see, if we look at all four graphs, we either have exponential curves, like in choice 1, 3, and choice 2 kind of looks like it's exponential. And then in choice 4, we have a linear graph. So if we can differentiate or make some separation here with the word doubles, we can eliminate some of the choices. So doubles, if you're not familiar with what the word doubling means, it's multiplying by 2. Right? And in terms of modeling, doubling or any type of multiplication by some constant is exponential. We're multiplying by 2 over and over again. So 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. That represents an exponential function. Why is it exponential? Because the rate of change is not constant. Even if you just think about the example I just mentioned, 2, 4, 8, 16, you're going up by a different amount every time, meaning this should be modeled with an exponential scenario. So which choice does that eliminate? Choice 4. Choice 4 is linear, where we have a constant rate of change, and that constant rate of change is slope. In this case, there is no slope. There is no constant rate of change. We could also eliminate choice 2, just kind of common sense wise here. If you know what the word doubling means the population shouldn't be decreasing. Kind of looks like an exponential function, but perhaps that would be like 1/2 to the x power, or something like that if you looked more in depth, where the population is getting smaller. So now we're between choice 1 and 3. And they're both exponential. They both seem to have the same general shape. So what's going to separate us here, if we reread the question carefully, we see that it said there was initially 20 birds in the population. So initially 20 birds means before this survey even started, when x equaled 0, time is the x value here, there was 20 birds, meaning we should have a y-intercept of 20. So between these two choices, in choice 1 we have a y-intercept of 0, which doesn't make much sense, saying that there were 0 birds and then all of a sudden you have, obviously you have to have some starting value. So choice 1's out, and that leaves us with the correct answer of choice 3. And I always like to kind of go over it once you even settled on your answer. We see an initial value of 20, and it looks like every 10 years it's approximately doubling. So 10 would be right here, it goes from 20 to 40. And then at 20, it should jump up to 80, which it about does. Like I said, these are kind of rough sketches, but choice 3 is the only one that correctly models this scenario. Okay, thank you for watching, and hopefully this helped.